Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the 2-3 Zone. Tony'sPicks.com's look at the WNBA here for Thursday, June 19th. Ron Crawford joins me here for a couple of games on a Thursday. Ron, we know the participants now in the Commissioner's Cup championship game after we saw our 6-game card back on Tuesday night. We're going to have, of course, Minnesota up against the Liberty. We've even seen a line there, Ron. What do you know about the Commissioner's Cup championship on July 1st?
No, it's actually Indiana and Minnesota and those things.
Yes,
Yeah,
pardon.
I know we're used to the Liberty winning the East, but yeah. So yeah, I saw a line -4, 166.5. Of course, that's way far away. So injuries could happen between now and then, but congratulations to the Fever. They fought their way into that literally, right? And so in Minnesota trying to defend their title. So we'll see that one on July 1st. But let's get to back to the regular season, if you will.
Let's do it here. We got a couple of games, one from the East and one out West. And let's take a look here with the Phoenix Mercury. They're on the back to back here in this one, Ron. They're up against the New York Liberty. Liberty here going to be a pretty big favorite in this one, despite the fact that Phoenix obviously has been pretty hot. Maybe they've taken advantage of a little bit of a weak schedule there. And the Liberty here favored by 10.5. And the total here 160 hosting the Mercury.
Yeah, one of the best games last night, I think, was Atlanta and the New York Liberty game. Yeah, like we talked about Atlanta, we want to push them up in the charts, and they're definitely making their way up in the charts. Good team, but we're getting a Phoenix team that's not really good on the road, and I think this is a spot. I know New York's probably pretty mad that they didn't get a chance to come back in and win this title that they lost last year from the Minnesota Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup. But hey, it's a brand new season, if you will, back to the regular season. I think this is a good spot that the we want to see the Liberty succeed in. So I am going to take the Liberty and lay those points. And of course, you get Phoenix on a back to back too. So, yeah.
Yeah, and Phoenix played against Connecticut on Wednesday and come on here with that back to back. So, look, Phoenix has done a good job. Certainly, I just think they played a little bit of an easier schedule. They are 7-5 against the spread with an 8-4 record overall. We know the Liberty have just one loss so far. They're 4-2 against the spread at home. But I'm going to look to the total here. You have a Phoenix team that's gone 0-3-1 to the under on the road. And we know the Liberty play a pretty strong defense at home. In fact, they've gone 2-4 to the under at home. So I'll
Yeah.
go under here in this one with Phoenix and the Liberty at 160. Ron says take the Liberty, lay the big points, lay the 10.5 here against Phoenix on Thursday. All right, now we're going to head out west for a game here. Look, Ron, we got Indiana at Golden State. Now we know that not every team sells out every game unless Caitlin Clark comes in. Doesn't matter though here against the Valkyries. They sell out every game anyways all season long. I think they're almost sold out of their season tickets here. So get in line for this one. Indiana coming in 9-point favorite here at Golden State. Total 157. Teams with similar records here. Believe it or not, Indiana 6-5, Golden State at 5-6, but Fever healthy now. Pretty big favorite here, favored by 9 on the road.
Yeah, and congrats for getting to the Commissioner's Cup final. Stephanie White's brought that team in, and now that Caitlin's back, all systems are firing. But I still love this Valkyries team at home getting points. You saw what they did to the Storm. They can win outright, and do I think they'll win outright? I don't know, but the Fever are all happy right now, just knowing that they're going to go to the Commissioner's Cup championship. And literally fought their way in last night with the brawl. No, it looks like no suspensions are going to be handed down, so that's a good thing. I'm still kind of disappointed in my girl Sophie Cunningham, Mizzou grad, and that was pretty cheap. But anyway, I'm going to look at the Valkyries plus that 9.
Boy, Ron, with the ladies, the security couldn't break it up. The coaches couldn't break it up. The players couldn't break it up there with that tussle. Look, I'm going to go to the under here in this one. We know Golden State, man, great spread record at home so far, 4-1 ATS. So getting those points, looking pretty good there. Ron says I'm going to go under here. Indiana's gone 0-4 to the under on the road so far. Yeah, those games, half of them without Clark here, but hey, Golden State, what can you say? Everything's been all systems go for this team. They're 4-7 to the under in their 11 games so far. I'm going to grab the under here at 157 with Indiana and Golden State. Ron says lay the point or take the points here, of course, at home with our Golden State Valkyries plus
Yeah.
9 against the Fever on Thursday night.
They just got caught in a bad spot last night. It was actually my premium. The Dallas Wings get their first win. It was just a bad spot. Dallas was due, and they'd been hyping it up. Paige Becker's doing very well, so it was a great spot for the Wings to get their first one. But otherwise, I would have been on the Valkyrie. But that was totally a Dallas spot. When that line came out, you could tell right then, and made it my premium play last night and winner. So yep. But I do like the Valkyries at home. Let's go. Let's get them.
All right, and that'll do it for our picks here. Ron, what's going on here as we head into the weekend over at Tony'sPicks.com?
Well, congratulations to the Florida Panthers. They just won another one, man. Hey, I hate it for Rod, man. I love those Edmonton Oilers. Like to see him win one, but it's just Florida is just wow. They just bullied Edmonton. If you look at it. And you get those Russian goaltenders, man, they get a chance to sniff at a cup, man. They just love to do that. So Bob was on his game last night. I did not expect a blowout, but hey, there was an under for the first time, right? We got that under, so 5-1. But congratulations to the Florida Panthers. So my season's over. I finished third, up 2,900 units. So hopefully get it back in a couple months. Actually, it's right around the corner, October when we get back to NHL season. So it's right around the corner. Get ready for that. NBA playoffs right now. I'm top of the leaderboard in NBA, and we'll probably finish that one out by the end of the week. So you can get those last plays from me. Actually, got a play for Game 6 already posted. You can get that at Tony's Picks. And WNBA, trying to get back in the hunt on the leaderboard, working my way up there. And baseball has been really, it's kind of touch and go. I get a few wins, then the next day get those run line losses because you got to win by 1.5, and you're only winning by 1. So those are kind of tough losses there. But you take that shot with the run line, that's what happens to you. So. Doing well in baseball, though. I'm actually on the 7-day leaderboard there, so trying to get it back in order. And yeah, it's the dog days of summer. Welcome to them. That's the WNBA, and I still got that package available, and I'll take you right through the playoffs in October. And we got soccer too. We got some soccer going on. So MLS, it's pretty much everything. And me and Ramon, you pair us up, and we'll pretty much got you through every single sport on the board. Ramon's got you on the singles, and I got you on the team sports, definitely. So pair us up, and let's make some money.
Hey, that's why you got Ron and I. Hey, we try to pick him up in the big sports, but this time of year, we all love to keep the action going. And hey, look at Tony'sPicks.com. Ron and I and a couple other cappers got you covered, and all these other sports that, frankly, the other sites won't even touch. So please join us over at Tony'sPicks.com. I'll have my premium picks up there as well in Major League Baseball and some of these other peripheral sports, including our WNBA, the soccer action as well. So join us over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off all premium pick packages. All right, it's going to do it here for the 2-3 zone. We'll catch you again next time. For Ron Crawford, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.